Hello everyone, this is Raymond Fu. Welcome to the MOAC YouTube channel. As you should know, MOAC is a scalable and resilient next generation blockchain with a multi-layer structure with high performance. And it is designed for dApps. I guess the reason you come here is probably because you want to know this project a little better, and hopefully in the future you want to write some dApps for it, because MOAC is designed for dApps. And this is exactly the video to show you how you can start with. What you're looking at is the main website of MOAC, moac.io. And if you go to the download section, you should see the packages you can download for different types of machines. And you can download those to your machines and use that to connect to MOAC. And if you are a hardcore developer like me, you probably want to go to the releases on GitHub, where it shows you all the history of the releases. The latest release is the Pizza Day release. If you don't know what a Pizza Day is, you can actually read this story here. Okay, and now MOAC has a multi-layer structure, so it's got a mainnet and a main chain and subchains. The nodes that is used on the main node is main chain is called V node, and the nodes on the subchains are called SCS servers. SCS is smart contract servers. And now, if you scroll down to the latest release, is the latest stable release is in April 30th. It's the Pengu 0.8.2 release. And this is the one that we want to show you. And with these packages, you should be able to connect to MOAC Mainchain. And it's got packages for 3 kinds of operating systems here. Since I'm using a Mac, I'm going to show you the one for Mac. And the other ones should be very straightforward and similar. So let's go ahead and download this one. All right, it's downloaded. And if you come here, extract it, and you got this pack folder here. Click into it, you will see the executable MOAC. This is the one you should use to connect to MOAC. And there's a README file. Let's open this up. This README file actually has all the procedures needed for you to connect to MOAC, and this is the procedure that I'm going to show you. So in order to do this, I need to open up a terminal, and I have the terminal here. I first need to get to that folder. Let's take a look here. So all right, so this is the folder. By the way, you can put this on any folders on your computer. I'm just going to run this under the download for the demo. And well, the first thing, let's go back to the README file here. The first thing you want to see is you can do /moac --help, and it's going to list it all the flags and parameters you can use to do all kinds of things. But today we're just going to go over the very basic to connect to the mainnet or the testnet. So in order to connect to the mainnet, it's very easy. All you need to do is /moac, and there we go. You're connecting to the mainnet. It's starting a P2P network. And you want to copy this file here, because this is the file. The IP_C file is very important for you to connect to the mainnet, because the screen here is going to show you all the logs from the blockchain. And if you want to interact with it, you need to open up a console. To open up a console, there are 2 ways. One, you can do a MOAC and then console, so you can share the screen with the logs in the console. But if you want a clean console, what you can do is you can do a MOAC attach and use the IP_C file I just copied. And that way you can have a clean console window. And let's do this. So I'm going to open up a new window. I have to go to the same directory where you have the MOAC downloaded. And then do a MOAC attach, and then paste the IP_C files. And then you're connected to the mainnet. So once you're on the mainnet from the console, you can interact with it. Of course, you can do a mc.block number and see what's the block number on the mainnet. It's about 248 1,000 blocks. And what else you can do is you can do you can actually see all the commands under MC. You can explore that later. But the very first thing you should do, if this is the first time you connect to the MOAC mainnet, is you want to create an account, because account is basically the address you should use for everything. And in order to check the accounts, we can do this. I already have 2 accounts created. So if you want to open it, do a new one. If you've never had one, you can do a personal.new account. And it's going to create the account for you, and you need to put a password. So I'm going to create my own password. Then a new account is created. And use this account, you can actually do a lot of things. If you're going to do a mining, this is the account where if you get a reward, this is where the reward is going. Now, the next thing I want to show you is to do a transaction. Now, because of the multi-layer design of MOAC, MOAC is fast because all the transactions, balance transfer transactions will run on the V node, and all the smart contract will run on the subchains. So running a transaction is the main thing I want to show you on a V node mainnet. Unfortunately, I don't have any MOAC on my main node on the main chain. So this is a perfect time for me to show you how we can do this in the testnet. So let's stop here, get out of here, and then also get out from the mainnet, and then connect to the testnet. In order to connect to the testnet, it's very simple. You do MOAC and then -- testnet. This way, it'll connect you to the testnet. And again, it's going to show you the IPC file. And if you look closely, you can see a little different here. Before MOAC.IPC, there's a testnet. So this is the way for you to connect to the testnet. And if you do a attached console, you should use this IPC file. And now we are in, now we can check if I have money in my accounts. Let's just use the 1 here. Let's see how much money we have on 1. And we have a huge number. And as you know that the MOAC can be divided into smaller units. And in order to see this number in actual MOAC, what you can do is you can get this balance divided by 1E18, which means 1 followed by 18 zeros. And you can see I have 2 MOAC in this account. So with this 2 MOAC, I can show you a transaction. What I want to do is I want to give 1 MOAC from account 1 to the new account 3 we created. So first, let's see all the accounts. So I thought we created, oh no, you know what? I created that new account on Mainchain. So that is why it's not listed here. So I need to create a new account here. Now, if you look at accounts, now you should have 3 accounts. So what I want to do is I want to show you how I can send 1 MOAC from account 1 to account 2. All right. So before we do that, I want to see the balance on account 2. And it's 0. And do it for 1 again, it's 2. All right, so let's go ahead and do the transaction. Now, in order to create a transaction, we have to create the transaction, but there's a shortcut that I want to show you. Is remember when we download the packages, there's a JavaScript file called mctest.js. Let's open up and take a look. And as you can see here, there are some predefined functions created, and using these functions, we can send money easier. And there is a function called sendTX. This is the function that you can use to send amount. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. And if you want to know the details, it's actually not too bad. You can just review the send transaction in function here. So in order to run the scripts, first we need to load it. So to load a JavaScript, we need to do load capital S script, and then get the directory. And I'm gonna cheat a little bit. And do release. I hope I remember this correctly. Even if I'm not, it's gonna tell me. I think I made a mistake, sorry. There we go. Oh, it says false. That means this is wrong. So let's see what happens. Users downloads. I think it's plural form. That's correct. Okay. There we go. So I can see true. That means the transaction has been sent. I mean, not the transaction been sent, but the script has been loaded. So let's do send tx, and I want to send it from MC01 to MC, actually from 01 to MC dot account 02, and I want to send it one MOAC, and I don't need any information, or I can say test. Now, before I do that, there's one thing I really need to do is you can't just do this without giving approval to account one. So what is the process of giving approval to account one? You need to unlock the account. So we have to do that first. In order to do that, you should do personal.unlock account and mc.accounts1. And you will have to give the password. All right, so your account is unlocked. Now you can, oops, sorry. So now you can do the send tx function to send the money. All right, so after some time, as you can see now, we have one MOAC sent to account 2. And let's see how many left on MOAC 1. And as you can see, it's not 1, but a 99999 number. Why? Because every time you send a transaction, you need to use some gas. So account 1 used to have 2 MOAC. It sent 1 MOAC to account 2, and it's using 0.00002 MOAC gas, and the gas is deducted from the account 1 and sent to the miner. All right. So what if you are a new developer and you want to experience MOAC, but you don't have any MOAC? There are a couple of ways you can do it. If you're running this on a GPU-enabled machine, you can do run a miner yourself. By running a miner, every time you create a block, you will get awarded to MOAC. And of course, if you don't have a GPU account, that's not a problem. You can always go to the GitHub site where you can, on our wiki page, there are a lot of good information, and there's a section called how to get a MOAC, and this is how you can get a MOAC. And it says if you run some MOAC on the testnet, you can mine on the testnet or put your receiver address here, and also connect the MOAC team. And the MOAC team will be willing to help you to give you some test MOAC, as well as give you help on get you a head start on building any applications on MOAC. All right, so this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you like it, subscribe us. We'll have a lot more videos to come, and I'm gonna put all the information under the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.